Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Dark Realm Gaming, and today I'm gonna be playing some 5K online retro gaming. I feel like taking a step back from all the modern games that I've been playing so far. And tonight I'm gonna play some Millipede, one of my vertical best shooter games, besides Centipede and Space Invaders and all that, like Galaga, Galaxian, and all that stuff. ZVS and so on. But anywho. Let's get some gameplay going. Hope you guys are having a great Wednesday out there. We're already in the middle of the week. Man, these days are going by fast. But anywho, hope you guys are doing well and you're home safe from work and school and stuff like that. And maybe you guys are doing your homework. Maybe you just want to chillax. Maybe watch some gameplay from some content creators on YouTube or just do your own thing. I guess I don't know. But anywho, let's get the gameplay going and like I said, let me put some cream so I can smell pretty for you guys. Alright, we can smell you. So? Just kidding. Put some cream. Girl, you just don't know. Okay. Alright, let me turn on this the Twitter thing and all that to see my ugly ass on Twitter too, besides Twitch and the other one. Hope it works. Ooh. I don't know what's going on. There's always some shit. Alright. Let's get this going. Oh yeah. I don't even know if it's working. And when I start my stream, I think I should start it like at my broadcasting through restreams or like started or I don't even know. I don't know. Let me see. Okay, so yeah. So alright, alright, broadcast details, ask for follow, ask for me to share broadcast, studio mode, and yada yada. But I know about yada yada bubba. Oh yeah. Alright. Let's get the gameplay going. I you know what? I already put cream on so I can smell beautiful for you guys. So I can smell like really ridiculous good looking. And then get some yum yum. Like Razor and Tokar from Ninja Turtles. Yum yum. Yum yum. Oh, yum yum. I don't even know if they laugh. I'm laughing. I don't think Tokar and Razor ever laughed. Alright, so I'm gonna get some I'm gonna get a Monster Beast grape because it's my favorite, and my favorite color is purple. Alright, I'm gonna get some purple. Alright, let's get some gameplay going. Where's my controller? You guys on Twitter, you took my controller, huh? That's messed up, dude. You come in and you take my shit, then you leave. That's messed up. No, just kidding. Here, let me get my shit. Alright. Look, Dark Realm, what the fuck you talking about? Exactly, right? Alright, let's get the gameplay going. If I could get it going. No sound! Hold on. hope I hear the like, doo-doo-doo, so you should hear the sound.
Yes!
You're like, that was good. Alright, but that one doesn't count, okay? Because I'm over here like, you know, trying to get the sound like a dummy and it didn't come out and now I got the sound. Yeah, this is if it's too loud, let me know. That way I can turn it up so that way it can be loud. Reverse psychology. I said turn it up so it can be loud. And you guys are cracking your head like, what the fuck? I like it. But you know what I mean, chat. I'll lower it if it's too loud. See, chat! You guys messed me up again. Alright, let me check real quick. I don't care about this. You kill me alive! Alright, there, and then 33, that's perfect there. Okay. Game over. See? It's all your guys' fault. What do we do? Alright. Let's go. Oh, wait. I didn't even open my monster yet. See, I told you guys' fault. Alright. I don't know about you, chat, but this is way better than Day by Daylight. The graphics are better. They make 80s gaming in 4K, and you're like, they do. They make 80s games in 4K. Did you know Atari made the first VR? You're like, Do your research. Do your research. And you're gonna be like, Dark Room is not full of shit. I do my homework, otherwise I'll straight up. I won't say something that is not accurate. But yeah, Atari, back in the 80s, made their first VR. We live in the time where we upgrade everything, right? So you think the MetaQuest came out with the VR? Nah, VR came out in the 80s. Atari made the first VR. I mean, MetaQuest is bad, don't get me wrong. Now we got that pinball where you can play pinball and VR. Shit, that's badass. But still, the godfathers of VR is Atari. Maybe I shouldn't have put the cream on my hands. Now I did. Now they're slippery. No! See? My hands are slippery. That was intentional. You guys are watching me, chat. You're getting me nervous. Fine, Doc, we'll leave. Alright, now I have time to open my crate. Fuck, I broke a nail. Damn it! Now go get a refill on my nail. Brought to you by Peace. So it's Beast. Here, you guys read it. I can't read shit. Beast grape. Something grape in it. Alright. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. So yeah, chat, I left a post on my underneath my channel saying that I think I got the chat going because I did my new broadcast and I set up a thumbnail for the first time on my Twitter. I didn't know you have to set up. I just thought you set it up on Restream, but no. And then also I got the you know I got the people from X telling me that we'll come back to you in a few days so we can set up your chat. And finally, you guys can talk shit to me. I'm happy. And you guys are like, oh yeah, I have a lot to say about this dude. Right? Because you guys have been eager to text me because I noticed you guys come on Twitter and you try to text me and that's just not initiated, so we can't crosstalk, you know, like you tell me something and I can answer your question, or you know, just be yourself and talk shit, you know? But I can't answer it because it disappears, so that's why I didn't initiate it or whatever. So once that gets initiated and I can go into my settings and, you know, highlight and fix the chat and all that for you guys and all that, so you guys can feel cozy. You guys will be able to text me and we'll be able to crosstalk. Other than that, like I said, you guys would just have to come on YouTube and view me there and talk on YouTube. And then you guys are Christian and you just want to, you know, be on Twitter, then you guys have to wait. Other than that, you can crosstalk on Twitch or YouTube. But like I said, once that shit gets initiated, we'll be able to talk. You'll be able to ask questions and all. You know, like the regular chat, have emojis and all that stuff. All that good shit, you know. See, like, this is a break. This is a break from all the gaming, you know, with Modern Warfare and Marvel Rivals. I don't know about you, Jeff, but like I said earlier, this is like better playing. This is like way better than playing Saved by Daylight and stuff like that, you know. And it's better than playing Marvel Rivals. This has better graphics than Marvel Rivals. You're like, what the fuck? I just like pulling shit, man. I just like people's reactions. Oh, you're kidding me, right? Better than Marvel Rivals, you're kidding me. I have to die because they keep coming out and I'm never gonna end. Motherfrackers. See, that's my score up there. 89,175. Oh shit, I went to school. So yeah, that's my score up there. But like a dumbass, I didn't put DRG. So now everybody's gonna look at that score, but it doesn't have a name beside it. So I fucked up. So that's my score, 89,100, and I got far, dude. I got all the fucking colors on the table. And this shit got hard, dude. The spider was faster. The things that fall from the sky was faster. The little things that go that shit to give you more mushrooms. Yeah, those things. They came like boom, 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 boom on both sides. Like, what the fuck? And that's when you get to a high level. That's when you get all the way up to like 6. That's like 68 around there. 67, 70 something, that 100,000, 70 something thousand, yeah, like that, yeah, it gets hard after that. Just like Galaga, it gets harder and harder, and I had nothing but bonuses, like when I got to that score right there. I had all my guys all lined up in a row without dying. You know when you play that game for the first time and you get beginner's luck, and you just have that, you're like hot, you know? Nobody can defeat you, like in a fighting game. You're hot and you're beating up everybody, right? All the ranks and Street Fighter or whatever you're playing, Mortal Kombat. You're like, I was like that day, and I got the high score, and like a dumbass, and I put my name beside it. So it's like a random score. That's what I get. Oh, no. I wish you could play with the joystick. It doesn't play with the joystick. This one will play with the pad only. Kind of like when you're playing Atari. And you have to play with the pad. With the, you know, and it has a little joystick. It's weird. It's weird. Now, I got the Centipede, and it has Millipede as well. The Centipede arcade. I got the Centipede arcade in the, you know, in my arcade. One day I have to make a video still. I want to show you guys the arcade, because right now, you know, everything is with proof. There's no more that you can say something and people be like, oh, that's cool, and they believe you now. I want to show proof. I've always been that way. I have to show proof so people will know that, you know, I'm not just judging. Even though judging is not the way I'm trying to look for it. But, you know what I mean? So, I'll show my arcade that we have an idea, you know, that I have the arcade going. And I have Centipede. And Centipede has Crystal Castles, you know, that's another good Atari game. Crystal Castles, it has Centipede, Millipede, it has, what else? So, Breakout, Super Breakout, you know, those were the best Atari games. They have, I wish they had ZVS. They don't have ZVS. Or Gorf. Gorf is another game. It's kind of like Galaxian and all that Space Invaders and Galaga type shit. Gorf. They have Missile Command. Old school shit. You know, for you new guys, you know, that never grew up in the 80s and you grew up in the 90s, it's understandable. You could come to my channel and here and there I'll play some old school retro games. Games where you just push start and you don't have to customize anything, you know, make your tits bigger and smaller and all that shit, you know? You just press start and start playing. Because now and then you get games where, you know, everybody wants to have, you know, the biggest tits and the biggest ass, you know, and look good, and, you know, my character's better than yours, that shit, you know? I'm good with all that. But it's true, though. It's true. That's all that is. It's true. All you do is customize big eyes and big tits and big this and big that. And, you know, the whole game went on that. You know, you don't know how to play the game, but at least your character looks like hot as fuck, you know? Yeah, all those 4K games where you can get the regular players. But I'm married, though, bro. Why, just because you're married, bro? I'm talking in the third party because you guys won't say anything. But it's all good. I'll talk to you guys. That's what I was talking about. But I'm married, bro, and I would say, well, just because you're married, it doesn't mean you can't look at the menu, right? You're not touching anybody. You have the right. I mean, girlfriends do that too, right? Or wives, they look at some other dude, but they also remember, you know, how good they have it with you. So that's why, you know, they don't do anything or cross the line or exchange numbers or disrespect, you know. But just because you're married or have a girlfriend or boyfriend, vice versa too. For girls, ain't, you know, for girls looking at other dudes. Because you're married or whatever like that doesn't mean you can't look at the man. See, you guys are getting me nervous. I keep saying. Dude, why are you screaming? Aren't you the clever one? Alright, you're done on purpose. Got the hand. You don't want to do it. Hey! It's about having fun. I mean, I could get a real high score, but you know what I mean? Like that. So next time you come, I might end up having some Four Locos. I love making Four Locos. It takes me like at least about 4 to get all like tipsy. I'm a heavyweight, you know. I'm a goldfish that swims in blood. I'm one of those cats. You know? So, you know, I love the shenanigans. I love the bullshit because I've been through a lot in my life, so I'm used to it. When I get put down, back and forth and all that stuff, they talk shit or whatever. No hard feelings. I mean, sometimes you're messy. Sometimes people think they have it like that with you, and they don't. I just let it slide. I don't give a fuck. You know? Because nobody can hurt you better than you can hurt yourself in life. That's the way I say it. So you can talk shit, and I'm not gonna care. I'm not gonna like I said a long time ago the other day, you know? Like somebody came in the chat and said, "Hey, let me see your bob." They want to say boobs, but you know my settings didn't let them. You know, I don't care. I didn't get keep. I didn't kick them out. Hey, you say something stupid? Fuck you. Yeah, I'm gonna kick you off. I'm gonna bang you. I don't get keep. I don't get what. Some people, you say something, even if it's not disrespecting them, you say something and they get it the wrong way, or somebody has like schizo, whatever the fuck, you know, and that they're dealing with in their life. You know, you're gonna get banned so fast, your head's gonna spin, right? Nah, not here, dude. You can say whatever the fuck you want, and I'm not gonna kick you out for what? You know right from wrong. You know how to handle yourself. I'm gonna go all your hand. Yummy, Shelby. Yeah, yummy. But anywho, yeah. So I'm gonna go back to the Four Locos. I might end up getting some Four Locos, you know, because I like, you know, getting wasted, you know, while I'm streaming. I mean, not stupid wasted, but like have a good, you know, good buzz while you're streaming. And I don't know about you guys, but some people play better when they're like, you know, buzz and shit, you know. I thought it's gonna get me. You got me. We're really doing it, huh, buddy? Yeah. I love Dumb and Dumber. Oh shit! Nobody bring my ass. Oh shit! Whoa! Oh shit. It reminds me of that movie, what's it called? Pixel, where you're shooting the centipede and Adam Sandler runs after him and starts shooting him. That's badass. I love Pixel. And what's funny about that movie is that they play nothing but Atari games. They don't play nothing from the 90s like Nintendo and all that stuff. It's all like Atari characters.
Jesus!
Monster Break! Brought to you by... You're gonna say Monster Break? No. Melody. I never do a shout out to Melody. I always that bitch over there like laughing at me all the time every time I lose. Yesterday she was talking mad shit, fucking Hiromi. She was talking mad shit. After I played Ghostbusters, I thought she was gonna be talking mad shit about me and losing and Ghostbusters and yada yada. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, by the way. Ghostbusters was a fun game. But she was talking mad shit. Alright? And then she started talking about the chat. So that's between you and Hiromi. Don't tell me nothing, alright? But I had to back you guys up because you guys had nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? Even on Twitter. I know you guys want to like cross talk with me once that gets initiated. And you're like, oh, it's about time, Darko. Fuck. But she was talking mad shit about you guys. But I had to back you guys up. You have anything to do? I don't know how the conversation came about. But she started talking shit last night. I put you on stream sometimes so you could like talk to the chat instead you just want to say hi. And that's about bullshit, you know? That's how she said. But when you guys are not around, she's talking mad shit. Roman be looking cute and all that because she's a little flesh off, but no. Nah, she's talking mad shit, dude. Like I said, Chad, I still have to do that twerking video. You know, that twerking video, me versus Hiromi. You know, it's gonna be Hiromi versus Dark Rum on a twerk off. That's so full of shit. But no, I'm for real though. But I don't think I might end up doing it. Wanna know why? Not because it's gonna show, you know, ass on screen and I'm gonna get banned. Nothing like that. It's just that I know she's gonna beat me. Because Kuromi's a shit when it comes to twerking. She's a shit. I've seen her in action before. Because she's a plush doll, don't mean shit. See, you guys keep saying, oh, she's a plush doll. What the fuck, dude? You need help. No? Watch. If you guys get it Kuromi, and you get a one that comes alive, you're fine. Because she's talking shit, your mouth is gonna drop open, like what the fuck? I thought that was just a movie. This is not possible. You'll see, and you see Dark Realm also for sure. It's on the truth. You're gonna get a possessed doll. Watch. Right now she's acting like you know, like I'm innocent. I'm a plush doll. What the fuck you talking about? Like you're an idiot. No, you'll see. You see, but she's a shit. Like I said it many times on my other stream. For all you ladies out there, if you guys think you got it going on, you know, back there, you know what I mean? And you guys think you're the shit in twerking, you ain't got shit on the woman. Your boyfriends and your husbands can laugh at you, and you guys are watching my stream at the same time together, and I say that, just look at your wife, guys, and you know, and think about it. If Kuromi goes on a twerk off one day with your wives or girlfriends, you're gonna be like, fucking Dark Realm, dude. What the fuck? Oh hell no, dude. He possessed that fucking dog and fucking got Ouija board. I'm telling you, you don't wanna go there with Kuromi. She'll twerk the shit out of you. Kuromi's the shit when it comes to twerking. I saw her and I'm like, what the fuck? I was freaked out, and I thought Chucky was bad. Nah, but on the real though, yeah, that bitch could twerk. That's why I'm like, I want to make that twerking video, me versus Kuromi, so you guys can have a good laugh. But at the same time, she's gonna fuck my ass up real life. So I'm like, nah, I'm good, dude. Some people said, hey, Dark One, you're gonna be wearing booty shorts, you fucking fruitcake. I'm gonna be wearing booty shorts, and if I did, Kuromi's gonna be representing me. You know, she's gonna be wearing some booty shorts, and it's gonna be saying across Dark Realm Gaming. You know, with my logo on it. I don't know about the little knife with the little sword and all that, but it's gonna say Dark Realm Gaming. And me, I'm gonna have booty shorts that say Kuromi. Shut up, it's not funny. So she's gonna be representing me. I'm gonna represent that bitch, even though she talks shit. You know, and we're gonna have a twerk off, kind of like I said it many times, like the movie Derek Zoolander. It's a walk off, but when me and her go at it, it's gonna be a twerk off. Hey, Jessica, Dark Realm Gaming and Kuromi on a twerk off. You thought Hanzo is hot, you know? He's hot right now in the movie that we're going to. Nah, Mr. Magachi was gonna be like, Kuromi, he's the hottest thing there. What the frack? What's the difference that Bruce Springsteen is a Shidoshi? Wow, if Melody says who she is, then show us the dim mug. Melody, come here. What the hell is a dim mag? The Asian guy goes, depth touch. Bottom one. And Melody, yeah! We honor your invitation. No shit, you honor your invitation. All right, Melody. That's my girl. I'm like, hey, Melody. She's like, yes. And I'm like, good. Great. Don't back. And then when Melody gets to the finals, you know, Bolo Young comes up to Melody and she says, "You broke my record. Now I will break you like I broke your friend." I'm so cool. Melody's talking to Jackson. Great work, Jackson. Oh, thank you, Melody. But, who took the song? Oh, shit. That would have been my ass right there. I don't have anything left. Like Eddie Murphy says in the movie Beverly Hills Cop. Don't worry, boss. Oh, by the way, boss, the chief hasn't chewed none of your ass. You still have a little bit left. Don't fuck with me, Axel. Not now. Go on. Go get yourself checked. He goes, the boss hasn't. The chief hasn't chewed none of your ass. You still have a little bit left. Is that fucking Foley I hear? Monster break. You know why I like monsters, right, guys? You don't know why? Neither do I. Well, because it's like some kind of monster. When I was your age. So like I said earlier, chat, for the people who are viewing on YouTube, my score is up there. If you can beat it, you're the shit, you're the man. Or you're the woman, you know, you're badass. But my dumbass forgot to put my initials inside that fucking score. So I fucked myself over. So now there's a random score up there on the screen. And I can't beat it because, you know when you guys play a game? You guys already heard me on Twitter, but I'm talking about the people on YouTube. The people are watching on YouTube. You know when you play a game and you get beginner's luck type shit and you get fucking far, right? And then you can't beat your own score for the second time? That's what happened to me. Like a dumbass, I forgot to put my initials DRG for Dark Throne Gaming, and now the random score out there. So I have no proof to show everybody that that was my score. So that's what I get. Now I can't beat it. 89,175. And it's not the default score or nothing. I know what I'm talking about. I was playing it the other night. I mean, I knew about Millipede. I have it in my arcade. The thing is that I haven't played the 5 I always played it in my arcade. But when I played it, I got far and I got that score and I can't beat it. If you guys can beat it, you guys are the shit. And like I said, it's not the default score when you turn on the game. Imagine if they had this on Steam, that'd be great. But then it wouldn't be the same because in Steam they might end up putting like options like you can put it on digital, you can put it on TV, novel, intermediate, advanced and all that shit. It wouldn't be fair for the people, who played years to master this game, or Centipede, or Galaga, or Galaxian, or Corp, and CBS, and all that shit, Space Invaders, and yada. Although let's go Atari, it wouldn't be fair. Because now you're over here adjusting the options and adjusting for better pixels or the scan lines and all that to make it look original and all that. Yeah. Now maybe it's not good too. It's better on like this because right here you play the normal version like everybody else. Yeah, because now and then you can go to options and put super easy and very easy and I think the fun out of being competitive. Come on! He needs to be fatter. He needs to be fatter and wider, so it can be easy to shoot those things. And like I said, chat for the people who are viewing that barely came in. Isn't this game way better than Marvel Rivals? It's better graphics, right? No, but on the rear, if you guys can beat that score, I'll give you props. He or she, or he or she, come in and show me what you got, I'll give you props. As a matter of fact, too bad it was a 2-player. That would be great, man. Because I will, I will put a link on the chat for my Discord so you can come in. Even if we don't know each other, it's like, strangers on someone's Discord. It doesn't matter. Obviously, you'll get to know me just like I'll get to know you on the chat, right? It's the same thing. I'll give you my Discord. I'll put it on the link. If we could play 2 players on this bitch, and you could beat that score, 89,175, I'll make you a mod. I'll mod you. I'll give you a wrench. I don't care if you don't ever come again to my chat and you don't come to my stream anymore. I don't care about all that. I'll make you a mod if you beat that score. Yeah, beat the score. One thing about me is that every time I say something, I don't hold back. I always stand my ground and say what I said I was going to do. So at least you know that the real thing. I'm sure there's other people out there, not only me. But for me, I stick to myself. I'm like that. I always keep my promises. I'm gonna do something like I said I was, and I stand my ground and do it. I'm reliable. I like the fact that they get hard and then you can't go around it. And then when you lose, they break. They're like regular motions. I like that. They don't stay like like barriers and shit. They can't get around it. And then they keep coming out when you miss them. I don't know how I did it, but I got far. And you know what's the highest points on Millipede or Centipede? The things that are dropping from the top that come down and add more mushrooms. Those give you a lot of points. Those give you a lot of points too. That makes it go slow motion. And the one that give you points also is the spider. But sometimes you want to stay away from the spider when you get advanced to a high stage like 70,000 and 6,000. You know, because the spiders just go crazy, and then you can't catch them, and they're like trick you out of nowhere. Yeah, like I said, beginner's luck on the 89,000. But like I said, you guys are the shit if you could beat that score. So if you guys have like Fightcade downloaded on your PCs, if you guys stream and stuff like that, you know, if you guys could beat it, that'd be great. Go on Fightcade and type in Millipede, and then I forgot to put that fucking. I have another score on there that's like 50,000, and I put my name on it. Is it right there? Oh no! Only when you're playing, but that's fucked up, dude. Whatever. All I know is that I didn't put my name on there, and I got no proof. So if you guys think I'm full of shit, that's all good. Whatever. But I mean, you know, you guys would have saw DRG right into that stuff. It is what it is. Like to say, too late now. Yeah, a good chunk of that centipede. See, those are good. Those are cool too. Those little things that blow up that say out. Most people will like be pushing the button. Like on the arcade, I don't push the button. I just like keep it and systematically it shoots on its own. And the more mushrooms you shoot, it goes faster, rapid fire. That's what I like. I just keep my finger on it. Most people think that you gotta tap it and then it's not fast enough, you shoot slowly. Just hold your finger on it. It systematically like shoots. Ooh, shit! It was about to go up. I like to clear the paint field. I don't like all the mushrooms in between because then you know they'll back up and then they'll hit you and yeah, I like to have everything all cleared up. It just took up on me. It just like literally went left. You know, I can't turn left. Oh, shit! Like I said, when you play the game for the first time like that, you know, you get a high score and then you try to do it the second time, I wouldn't do it. You can't do it. It's always like that. It's always like that. Same with the coloring book, or same with the drawing, like, you're a tattoo artist or whatever. That's why people draw, especially tattoo artists. Because, you don't want to draw something for the first time and it's badass, you need to tattoo it on somebody for the shit. But once you tattoo it, it's not going to be the same photo. Once it's painted, that is someone's skin, it's not going to be the same. Same as the stencil. And then if you're trying to draw the stencil for the second time, the same one, that's why tattoo artists never tattoo you, two tattoos at once, at the same time, like on the same day. You have to have an appointment, because they want to be like perfect. One looks better than the other, and you fucked up with that shit. They want both of them to be the same. So that's why they never tattoo you, with two pictures. And if you get another tattoo artist that comes, tattoos you one way, and then you have another guy, the other side of your body tattoos you the same way. But my point is that, it's like, with this game like that, you can beat the score and you can get a high score like a motherfucker, but then you can't do it again. That's it. Me like a dumbass, I didn't put my name to the score, that's not cool. That's what I did. I was like, and then it came out again. I was like, so I made like a little roll where everybody comes down and I'm firing to the side, like near the like that, like near the mushroom. Every time they got close to it, I just got them in a row. You gotta know how to create that. There's people that know how to do that. I've seen it before in the arcades. They make it like a little path. For every time they pass by, they all come down that path and you just shoot them one by one. And you're just skipping stages with different colors, and the scores are going off the charts like crazy, People know how to do that in this game. I can't do it. It's hard for me to do it. They make it like a little path so they can come through the middle and you're just shooting them one by one. That's the secret on Centipede. Just make a little path and for them to go down like a little hole. Well, you know what I mean, a little path. And they'll just come down that little path and you just keep shooting them over and over and you can't die. You're just there. And you're just holding your finger, not moving side to side or nothing. You just move out of the way for the spider and that's it. I can't do that, it's hard. But I see people do that, I'm like, that's the trick to Centipede and Millipede's a lot more faster paced. Centipede's a lot more slower until you get to the advanced stages. People. Like in the movie, Eddie Murphy for part 3, Beverly Hills Cop. We should go squat. Man, fuck squat. Fuck squat. Holy shit, you guys didn't jump in their automatics. We should have got SWAT. Kiss my ass, Voldemort. Really? Kiss my ass? My name is Rosewood, so my name is Rosewood. I can't even say it! Rosewood, sir! Roseweed! I don't give a shit, Roseweed! Rosewood, sir. So what's up? You guys are the first team? Where is this? No, you guys second team? Where is the first team? So we're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe. We're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Hey man, I'm not gonna fall for no banana in the tailpipe. That's what you gotta say, brother. See, you've been hanging with that dude too long. No, you know what? Fuck that. You've been hanging with my cat too long. You guys like, fuck you, talking around. I thought you broke in and somebody was breaking in. Why don't you get a better fucking lock, man? What the fuck was that? Why don't you get a better lock? You beat me. Okay, wait. Ooh, shit. Oh, nice. It's good. Feet away. I forgot to say. I can say feet. Oh shit! I just went around like nothing. I can't get him. Not with this guy. Take it out. I mean, I could get it with the trackball on my arcade, but I can't get it. I can't get it. I could get each and every one of them that comes down with the trackball. A lot of people say that this game is like a female game type of thing. There's a lot of competitors that are good at Centipede or Millipede. It's like one of the best Atari games out there. Circus Atari is another good one. I love Circus Atari. That little teeter totter shit. And then when he lands on his head, there's this little feet going up like that. That's funny shit. I just like doing it. I just like dying on purpose just to see a good laugh, you know. But Circus Atari is a great one too. Warlords is also badass too. The other one that was good is Tank. Like combat. So you can shoot the little bullets and they bounce off the walls. And then when they bounce off the walls, you're aiming right at your opponent and you shoot them from behind. It goes boop, boop, boop. boop, 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 boop. And when you hit the tank, your opponent, he's like, that was called combat. That was badass. I love that game on Atari. Dig Dug, of course. That's a good game too. Dig Dug. Now that could be like a female's game, Dig Dug. But I mean, you know, I love Dig Dug. I have the Dig Dug arcade as well. I love all that because I got all one side 80s of arcades lined up, and then on the other side I got all 90s like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and all that stuff, and so on. Marvel vs. Capcom, and Part 1, Part 2, and Killer Instinct, all those, you know. But all the, like, you know, the 90s. I got Dragon Lair, and all those. I even have the pinballs, but pinballs don't fit in my arcade because they're all like 1 or 2 players in my arcade. The pinballs I have them in the video room. Yeah, it's more, it's a bigger, it's the family room where I have the video room. I converted the family room into a video room with 169, 16 by 9 screen, 169, 16 by 9. Rectangular, you know. Then you have your 3.4 or whatever, and it's like more squares. But I had to get the rectangle because we have a long wall in the family room. And I got, you know, the chairs and all that. But anyways, the pinballs fit in there. You know, I have room, and I also have the 4-player caps like Ninja Turtles and the Simpsons and X-Men and what's the other one? Golden Axe. NFL Blitz, and I got the NBA Jam. 4-player caps. Those are great. And I got those with the pinballs in the video room. So it's a large space that we have in the video room. But in the arcade, that's where I have all one row on the 80s, like I said, and one other row on the 90s. And they're all back to back. You know, so there's like, you know, no walking space in between or nothing like that. And have like, you know, pictures on the wall and all that. So me as Dark Realm Gaming, my Dark Realm Gaming would be more like in the PC, streaming to my room, OBS and all that shit, you know. But my lighter side of my life, you know, would be the arcade. That's where I have all my Mario Brothers, Ninja Turtles, all more like, you know, the gamer side of me, you know. So I have like 2 different lifestyles. I mean, I could be like, oh god, you know, like some girls come out and, you know, or guys, you know, come out, oh god, you know, painted eyeshadow and all that. Those are like the girly stuff, type of guys. The makeup, the nails, the eyeshadow, and all that stuff. I was like that before when I used to play metal, but I ain't. You know, the only thing that I would do would be like black eyeliner, black eyeshadow, and shade that. That's the furthest I would go. And of course, nail polish on the side. Other than that, I don't go all out. I never had long hair anyway, so I've always been bald. I mean, so like I said, so I could be like, you know, like very dark and all that, and metal shirts and all that, and string, you know, so that could represent, you know, the meaning of dark room. Because it says dark room, doesn't mean that, you know, be unholy, you know? It's just a name. I mean, it's cool to self-proclaim your own thing type of shit, you know? So you can look cool to people now because as a content creator, you know, you want to have your crowd entertained and, you know, you're the host. You don't have to do all that. You don't want to. I don't want to. It's an name. Oh, I gotta like be a certain way because I want to represent the dark realm, the meaning of dark realm. I'm just being me, you know, personality, money, you know, I have vibes. I was told that I have vibes to my channel and stuff like that. That made me feel good, you know. Some people say, well, you too goofy or too this and too that. Like people would say, you don't like you want to the next time. Somebody is that less money, you know, that, you know, back with you. But me, I'm gonna be me because that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, I watch a lot of movies just to make you guys laugh and, you know, be outdoorsy and all that. But, you know, I'm the same way in real life too. If you guys meet me in real life, or you guys run into me one day, you know, come and say what's up, man. You know, I'm a pretty cool guy, you know. Oh, that's that guy, I seen that guy before on YouTube. Let's go up to him. You know what? I think I'm doing better when I'm fuck, I had to fuck it up. Yes! I got a score. I got a name. T. How do I spell my name? Ooh, I missed the R. G.
Yes!
Not that high, but like I said, beginner's luck, 89,000. Whatever. Hope you guys had a great day today, man. I really mean it. Like you guys are out of work, just want to wind down, look at my dumb ass for a while, then you know, go to sleep and ready for the next day or something. Or you guys are getting out of school while you're doing your homework, you're watching me, but I keep you so entertained. Fuck homework, right? You can always do it in the last minute. That's what I used to do. Like in the movie Mean Girls. Jeez, Karen, you're so stupid. Karen, you're not stupid. Actually, I am. I mean, I could put my whole fist in my mouth. You want to see? No, it's okay. Can you do that? Can you guys do that? Put your whole fist in your mouth? You guys are your hand like, oh hell. And my flat chest can also can tell when it's gonna be raining. That, see? I made a little path to get that part. I made a little path, and they were just coming through that path, and I was just wasting left and right, dude. All the, like it was, like I said, I'm gonna say again, the stage was just changing different colors, like non-stop. I couldn't die, and that's how I got the score. And I fucked up by not putting my name. Oh shit! Fuck! I thought they were gonna like, whatever. When I'm playing Street Fighter, sometimes you're on the game where you can't die. You're beating diamonds, you're beating platinums. I'm talking about Street Fighter, right? You're beating diamonds, you're beating platinums. Sometimes you defeat masters or grandmasters, you know, depending on who it is, you know. And you're just like, you can't die until somebody finally kicks your ass out. But you got those wins off of them that you thought you never, that it would be possible to get. Anything is possible, you know. If you set your mind to it, you can accomplish it. Oh shit. Come on. Oh shit. See if I can break that path. See? I would have given it that path right there. You just come down and then by one. I think I did it. Build it. You gotta build it. You gotta carve the mice a certain way so they just come down that later path and just like them one by one. Oh shit! I went up and I went down. That was leg right there. I would have done it. Man, I used to see lines, chat, lines, just to play this fucking game, dude, on the arcades. Like golf and stuff, or not even golf and stuff. It could be, you know, those underground arcades where you go down the stairs in a mini mall or something, and they're all like, you know, and all industrial underneath. The walls were made out of brick, you know, that brick color. Something's gray, something's all black, or whatever. And it smelled like cigarettes down there. People smoked and all that stuff. You smell beer cans and all that shit. Yeah, you know, beer bottles and people drinking. Back then they didn't have rules in the underground arcades. Now golf and stuff you can't drink. People making out and all that shit. That was how it was in the 80s and the late 70s, early 80s. Kind of like when you go to if you guys are from LA, you will go to a place called Redondo Beach in the city of Redondo. You know, in the beach, they have that pier. They have like one of the largest arcades. That's what I'm talking about. It smells like cigarette, like very underground industrial. We even have a ride in there. You know that tilt-a-wheel ride, like the cups at Disneyland. You spin them and you spin the people who are with you sitting down. Well, it's the ones that have that thing over your head. You know, those round ones that they have at the carnivals. They have one of those inside the arcade. You know, it's called tilt-a-wheel. Fuck, man. But they have all the Mortal Kombats in that bitch, all lined up in a row. They have 1, 2, 3, and 4 because Ed Boon made the last Mortal Kombat was 4 arcade version, you know, and then after that he started making consoles, you know, console gaming. But part 4 was the last one he made, the arcade form factor. But Redondo Beach is one. Then if you guys are from the city of Lakewood, California, they have one in the mall upstairs. And not only they have an arcade on the left-hand side when you go upstairs, they have it on the left-hand side, but also they have 15 rows of Cosmo bowling. You could bowl. And Cosmo bowling for Fridays, they turn on the black lights. And they have pool tables and air hockeys in there. And they have a restaurant on top, too, where you can eat pizza, Coke, hot dogs, whatever the fuck, nachos. And their shit is bomb. It's not like, nothing nasty. They're just good. The pizza's good and the nachos are good. They serve it with jalapenos and all that shit. And you can order beer there too. So if you like drinking with your girlfriends, your boyfriends, or all that stuff like that, and you guys are married, have kids, whatever, not only they can entertain themselves in the arcade, but also you get to drink. Also, they put like a little band on you, saying that you're drinking and you can order whatever at the bar. And the bar is always clean, never messy. The countertops are clean, everything's all ready. That's at Lakewood Mall in the city of Lakewood, California. But if you go to Redondo, yeah, that place smells bad, but you got everything. All the old school arcades, Millipede, Missile Command. They have Mortal Kombats from the 90s. They have Marvel vs. Capcom. You even have the new games, like the new Mario games. But like I said, in Lakewood, they have all the modern games. They have Raw Thrills, Jurassic Park, Raw Thrills of some other game. Fucking name. Fast and the Furious. They have that too, all lined up in a row. They have the Tokyo Drift and they have the regular one, the regular Fast and the Furious. That's another also arcade that I have in the arcade. It's a stand-up version, not a sit-down version of Tokyo Drift mixed with 2 games in one. Tokyo Drift with regular Fast and the Furious. I've always been a gamer since childhood, but then I got into music and got into bands. I was like in 4 bands and all that stuff. And I've been doing that ever since. And then now that I got older, I'm not doing the band thing anymore. So I got back into gaming because I'm gonna go play like that, you know. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna pull my hair out for whatever hair I have left, if I can find any. And yeah, you know how that goes. Oh yeah. You know what you told me, though, bro. I have hair all the way down to the floor. See? You know what I'm talking about? It's that green stuff that ain't really that shit. It's that gay shit. Oh shit, get away! I was gonna go around him like that and try to hit that, but it's not. It's better with the trackball. And I'm sure you guys that play this game, you're like, oh yeah, I agree with you, Darkroom. Once the chat gets initiated for Twitter, then you'll be able to put your comments and I'll be able to read them and answer. I can't miss that. I don't know what's going on. I already got, you know, the people that are helping me to set that up. I have to wait for a few days. That's what they told me. So maybe because I still have a blue check mark. I don't know what that means. That means I'm affiliated with Twitter and I can stream on it. But I guess when I get the yellow check mark, I can open all the comments. Hopefully that's the case. If it is, then good because I'm looking to practice it. You know, and chat with you guys. Answer your questions, answer, you know, the comments and all that stuff. But for right now, the only thing I can answer would be YouTube and those are the 3 platforms that I initiated through this stream. I mean, I know I got kicked there on one of them because I was doing the kick thing, but then when I found out that I need like 75 followers all in one shot, I already did the other task they want me to do. I saved the account, and the other task played like 5 hours straight. Played that Zelda game. That was more than 5 hours straight. And I beat it like in 6 hours or something like that. So I finished that task. So the only task that I would need on Kick to be affiliated and get a subscription would be get 75 followers. That's hard. One guy said, well, you don't have to do that. I was watching YouTube the other day. He goes, you don't have to do that. All you have to do is just pay the premium or some shit like that, and right off the back, they'll give you the subscription. I'm like, what? You serious? But now they have your card information and all that. And if you ever cancel, I don't want to go that route because then what if they start taking money for right under my nose? And then they have my card information. I'm good. You know, unless I could get a lot of people to subscribe to me and all that, so I could open a subscription, you know? So I could get affiliated and get that little check mark by my name like I do on Twitch and Twitter, but... To get all those, you know... $75? I mean, I could get 15. You know, I could get 15. And you'll get the subscription also once you complete those 3 tasks. $75. 75 followers, and then finish the 5-hour stream. So much of the stream for 5 hours and beyond, and that'll finish the other tasks that you do, and then create your account. I got those 2 down, but I don't got that 75 followers. But if I could get 75 followers, then I could get affiliated with that, and I could get a check mark inside my name. So if you guys go now, you'll see my content out on there. Dark Realm Gaming with the same logo and everything. That's an avatar. Dark Realm Gaming, no 76 on there or anything like that. It's Dark Realm Gaming. I'll be on there, and the only game that I streamed was Zelda, Devil May Cry, and the last game on there on Kick was Inspector Gadget. That was the last one. I could like stream on there and ignore what they told me because they told me that I'm not affiliated with Kick. so you can't be streaming on there. But in a way you could, because you just put in your URL out and your stream key on your OBS, and you could switch. It'll come out. But that's the wrong way of doing it, so I don't want to get like, kicked out or banned or anything like that. It might happen, and I don't want to risk it. So that's why I stopped, and I you know how you go to the toggle switch and you turn it on your restream? I did that. And that's why I have the chance to put my content on there. And I got a couple of followers, but they unsubscribed because, I couldn't get it going. And then when I saw the task, what you need to do on YouTube to get that subscription, I'm like, oh, that sucks. Because on YouTube, you have to wait 24/7, like 24 hours, right? To get that stream key going and all that, so they can create your channel for you. You have to wait 24 hours and all that shit, or 48 hours and then on Twitch, the same thing. A couple of days, it only takes 1 day. And you get that check mark beside your name, and now you can stream on Twitch and put the new platform. And then you go on the restream, use the toggle switch, and turn that on, and now you can start in those platforms that you want, right? Wow. Not on Kick. And then I asked somebody, I go, hey, is it cool to stream on Kick? She goes, I wouldn't, because it's not reliable. Like, hold on, Jack, let me put the LED on the light. I got LED all over my room. On the window, LED. She goes, they're not reliable like Twitches. I'm like, really? And I already not like deleted anything. I just logged off. That's it. And I can always log back in with, with the email and password and and I could continue doing it. But like I said, I don't want to risk it. They tell me something again like, hey, we're gonna kick you out or you're gonna get banned or whatever, something like that. I don't want to hear that. So that's why I stopped doing it. But if you go right now on Kick, if you guys have Kick, you'll see my account there, Dark Brown Gaming, with the same avatar and everything, and my content on there. I only have 3, 5, 4 subscribers on that shit. I mean, I could pay $39 something, so I could have 5 channels, so I could initiate TikTok and all that. I also have a TikTok account too, with the same avatar and everything. TikTok account, you can probably do that too. But TikTok, you need to make videos and then you need to be verified and you need to do this. I understand they're trying to protect their, platform. It's not good, but then you make it hard for those who are fresh and new to, those type of platforms and they want to do streaming and all that. And then, it's it sucks. But then you can't initiate it because you have to do a certain task and you don't put the requirements and all that stuff. I'm bumped out. I had one person tell me, why don't you master YouTube and Twitch first? And then when you master 1 or 2 platforms, then open up other platforms. Because right now what you're trying to do is streaming all these multiple platforms and you don't even know what other platforms to do. You're barely trying to get to know how YouTube and OBS and Twitch works or whatever, So instead of jumping the gun and learning how to run first, learn how to crawl. Yeah, I know. But you guys will agree with me that I don't know, maybe you don't. But we live in a society where we want everything now and run, and not learn how to walk. Some of you may agree, some of you may agree. No. But I can see. We want everything now. We don't want anything later. And we want to run, and learn how to walk. Some people can get it right out the back. We're smart, some people are tech savvy, and you go to restream, initiate, and do toggle switch to pay for all those 5 channels and all that, Some people do it. Not people are, tech savvy. They'll get lost and they'll get here and set up your OBS and all that shit. It's difficult. And some people can get it right off the back. You don't even have to hold their hand. They can get it out. I was slick last time. I went pew, like right underneath him. 7:59, and you guys are still hanging in there. They're like, Dark Ground talks a lot of shit, but I can still hang out for 30 more minutes. That's badass. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. You guys don't chat, but it shows me right there how many people are watching. That's what counts. At least one of you guys can come out in the chat and be like, hey, how you doing? And I'm gonna be like, fine. I watch a lot of movies, my bad. Is that your kid? And the girl just turns around and looks at her kid. And she's like, so how you been? That's fucked up, man. Just ignore this ugly ass. Is that your kid? Girl, please. How you been? Ignore her. Ignore this ugly ass. The kid reminds me of her daddy. It's like saying, is that your kid? And she turns around and looks at the little boy or the little girl and she's like, that shit ain't mine. Might as well. She looks at the girl, the little boy, like, that shit ain't mine. That's so good. The little kid looking at you, with a sad ass face, like, and you're like, shit, that shit ain't mine. It wasn't shit when you were having them, but now that I got older and knows right from wrong, and all they know how to say is give me, and bite me. Yeah, you'll be like, that shit ain't mine. They got to you already. Oh shit. Oh shit. Go. Whoa. Oh. Hold on, chat. Something happened right here on the on my YouTube page. Oh Lord. You know what? I'm still gonna be playing. You guys can see it, but I can't see it. But it's all good. Whatever. It's just telling me that the stream is not like can't freaking get the recording. It's not recording, but it's still working, so it doesn't matter. Still playing. It just I can't see it, but I know it's still playing. Otherwise, my OBS would have said it's off. So I'm still gonna play, but it'll fix itself. Because if it went like that by itself, it'll fix itself. I don't have to fix it. Maybe it's the bit rate or something that I have to change, and the keyframe. That's all. Because when when after you stream, you get those analytics and all that shit. It'll tell you gotta fix your bit rate, bit low or bit high, and then you gotta fix your keyframe. Other than that, everything else is good. And you know how it says caution and red letters, or whatever. But I'm just gonna let it play and I'll fix that on later. See, because when I'm playing, I can't look at the chat on Twitter. Once I initiate that, I'm going to be a happy camper. And I'll be able to see your comments and all that stuff and all that. But that's why I have it right here beside me. That's why I look down when I say Twitch, or when I say Twitter, I look down on you guys, right? When you guys are on there and how many people are viewing, you know that, and you guys are chatting and trying to say something, because that thing is not in YouTube. But but really I have the Twitch on. Like that on this glass. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's still playing. I just can't see it because I can't move the screen because it's gonna mess up the YouTube thing on the screen, and I have to adjust it, and it just fucks up the game. Like, you know, move the sidebar so, you know, you can see the monitor screen. But I can see it on the glass that, you know, on the side of it that it's playing still, so that's pretty good. And now if it kicks me out, then yeah, I'll have to stop the game and adjust it. I shouldn't have done that. Fuck! Alright, let me see. Damn it, chat! Okay, there I am. You see? I blow it up there. And voila! I did it. Okay. Still playing. It just says YouTube is not receiving enough video in this beach. It's all good, but it's still playing. Otherwise, it would have kicked me out. Alright, yeah, it's done. Alright, I got you guys on. Oh no, it's actually. Told you, it fixes on its own. It's just maybe the internet thing, but I got a special internet box for the PC, and then I got the other internet box. I paid 2 internet boxes, you know, 2 modems or whatever. One for the TV room and for the whole house and the Wi-Fi, and then another one just specifically for the PC. So it has its own. It's like a little pod that you get from the service that, you know, that you have your internet from. A special pod. And that pod has its own Wi-Fi. Even though it's connected to the Wi-Fi of the house. For your PC, so which is good. It doesn't cross lines. And then it picks up too much of the Wi-Fi. And then you get laggy and all that shit. Not good. Yeah, excellent connection, see? So I'm good. You guys are watching this fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Garrett? Wow. ¡Híjole! This is gonna be a short stream tonight, chat, because of I've got other things that I have to do, and hopefully tomorrow I'll get that response for my question, so I can get, you know, maybe that yellow check mark that I need for my Twitter. So I'll initiate the chat, enable that motherfucker, and start, you know, seeing some comments on there, and, you know, I'll be a happy camper. But for right now, I just have a blue check mark, so if that's what it is, then yeah, I I have to wait until they answer, because I asked them that question today on the message on my chat box, you know, when I was in my dashboard, and they said that they will respond to me in a few days, and when they do, they'll help me, you know, set it all up and all that stuff, and then, because I'm a dumbass, you know, that was funny, I'm a dumbass, like Al Bundy would say, son, I'm a moron. And when you get my age, you're gonna learn that you're a moron. This route. What can't help but I miss murder with Jordan. That was shit. You guys are gonna laugh like what? Yeah, Dad. You know what I'm thinking? What? Kelly's a boy? Scrumptious suitors. And one day in the episode she goes, ow, ow, ow. I knew you'd come back. Yeah, I always come back. Ow, wake up, Al. Oh, not you again, what? That's funny. Al, you have more hair on your butt than you do on your head. Oh, that's because my butt doesn't wake up in the morning looking at you. Oh, that was in your butt? Oh, shit, that's just funny. I am not dumber than the dog, okay? Okay, kids, don't listen to your dad. Oh, yeah, what's this kid? Buck, get off the couch. Alright, Big, now when was the last time you done that when I had to do? Marcy! I thought I heard you begging! But you can look at any girl as you please. But whatever you do not look at Marcy. Because I did, and I was blind for 2 weeks. Do you have money? Sure. I want to go to the movie bar with that. Here you go. Thank you, man. I'll pay you back. No problem. Finally, some peace and quiet. That's what he was trying to do his studies and everybody was out. So he gave everybody money to go to the movie bar. Gave Callie so she could go to the mall. Fuck, I'm getting that not infection, but that watery shit in my eye. Hold on, chat. Meanwhile, talk to Batty back here. Hi. You got like dark brown. How come you don't want us to see your face? Why, if you look in my eyes, you might turn into stone, and then I don't want to be responsible because you guys turn into stone. The fuck? That doesn't make sense. It makes perfectly sense, dude. I'm a Medusa 2000. You look at my eyes, you turn into stone, and you're fucked. And then it's my fault because you turn into stone. That's why I wear dark shades. Not only because the blue ray of the screen, but because if you look at my eyes, you're fucked. So, what would you rather be? Turn to stone and be fucked? Or me turn around and do what I have to do? You know? So, I will like have the content creator turn around instead of looking at his ugly ass and do what he has to do instead of turning into stone. But that's just me. I'm just playing that. I'm like Cabal from Mortal Kombat. I take my mask off, I'm like, ah! Look at it! And your soul will be like, ah! You want that happen? No, so let me turn around. I scare you with my ugly ass, you know? I do that cabal shit like you do in Ultimate Mortal Kombat. Or Mortal Kombat 3. I take out my mess and instead of turning into stone, I scare your soul right out of your body. Holy shit, now guys see Darkworm for his true colors. He's an ugly motherfucker. You are ugly motherfucker. From the movie Predator. One ugly motherfucker. That's a badass game, chat. I saw that on Steam. Alien vs Predator. That's just bad. And also that Predator, the original one. What is that? Something Hunt? What is it called? I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm having fun. It's not really about, you know, trying to get that high score again. I just feel like I feel fucked up for not putting DRG up there. But to tell you the truth, look, it says 89,175 BBM. Who knows that is? Because I got the same fucking score, and I should have put my name on there. I would erase BBM because that's an overwrite, right? But then when you stop the game, all right, and then you turn that on again, it's not gonna be there. It's gonna be erased. So who gives a shit, anyways? See, but it says DRG, and I got 67,000, but that's not my highest. And my arcade, that's high. So if you guys have the arcade, and also it has the online enable feature on the you know those arcade 1-up things that they make the 3/4 scales that they sell at Target. It's like IKEA furniture that you build them together and all that from that company Arcade 1-up. You know those little 3/4 scale form factor arcades. Well, they're like the same. They're like the real thing, but in a smaller version. Well, I got the Centipede cab. That one you could do the online feature. When you do the online feature, you put in the email, password, and yada yada. And you put in your name, you know, and it'll pop up so everybody can see. On leaderboards, if you guys have that, it will be on there. My score on the Millipede and Centipede, and then on Dig Dug, yeah, I have a high score on Dig Dug. You know, I know a lot of people that play the Dig Dug, and that one also has the online feature. So on leaderboards, if you get you know, you put your 3 little initials and you get a high fucking score, everybody that has that, you know, has that arcade is gonna see your name on there with the high score. I got a high score on Dig Dug, like a motherfucker. I got to stage 20 on that. Almost. I got 21. I was happy. I lost. It gets fucking hard. After you hit stage 15, it gets hard from there on Dig Dug. The little monsters, you know, the green little dragon and all that, the fire gets longer, and they run faster within the tunnels. They run faster at you. Once you get past 15, and I got to stage 20 on that shit. My score's pretty high on Dig Dug, and you'll see it if you guys have that cabinet on the leaderboard. You'll see it. Now, it doesn't have to be that cabinet. If you have another cabinet that has an online feature and you can, you know, get a high score, you can play leaderboards, and it has the same game on there, the same game lineup, you'll see my score on there because you're on the online list, and then on leaderboards you'll see on that game that I have, you'll see DRG download game. I can make a short. That's what I'll do. I'll make a short, but then I can't do it on my PC. I could bring in one arcade that we have an idea, and I'll make a video of that one day. I don't know what arcade I'll bring in the room, and I'll have the camera facing, you know, the screen, so I can be playing while you guys are chatting with me on the chat. Hopefully, Twitter chat will be initiated by then when I do that, and all the platforms will be comment and answer them, you know, for you to get the questions. But yeah, they'll be great, man. Bring in one of the arcades, have the camera facing down the arcade or beside me, and then put it on the tripod, and I'll do that. I'm gonna go buy a tripod, so I can do that. I'm gonna start doing that. So I can, like, you know, I have the camera on the tripod, or like on the little stick that you hold, you know, like your phone. Hopefully that'll work. If not, then I'll just make like a little video and then put it on my OBS, and then it'll stream it right on the YouTube. You know, have a like podcast and shit. And you guys can see my arcade. It'll be like a home tour type of shit. Home tour. You know, you log into YouTube and you type in home tour arcade, or home theater tours and shit like that. I'll do that for the arcade. That's what I'm gonna do. So make sure you guys like that. You're killing me alive! Can you show those keys? I forgot all about my grape juice, man. Brought to you by, still can't read it, Monster Beast, grape flavor. But I can't read what it says. Let me see. Like old people do. You know how they do that face when they're trying to look at something for like really close and they can't. They're like. You're an idiot, Dark Realm. Well, thank you. It's forget it. I can't see it. I'm still like, oops, wrong hole. I can't find the hole, and you guys are like, that sounds familiar. Fuck it, I found it. Alright, see? Dark Realm, like, you know, once in a blue moon, or not blue moon, that's the normal way. Once in a red moon, because I'm goth. Once in a red moon, you know, I'll find that hole. And if I don't, better for me. Because consequences, you know, come after when, you know, forget it. Never mind. Keep that. Consequences happen, you know, when you mess with that hole. Consequences happen, and then you end up having a dark room gaming of your own in your own home. Oh, you're like, fuck no, fuck that. Hell no. That'll be crazy shit. Oh, man, I'll shoot that little motherfucker. You have a baby dark room running around in your own home. You can be like, oh, hell no. Fuck that. Oh, shit. It's better with the trackball. Way fucking better. Because that's what the game is made for, the trackball. You know how you get a Pandora's box and it has like, what, 1,500 games or whatever? And some of the games are like the same fucking game, just with a different name to fill in the 1,500 games that it has. So it really has a little bit of games, but it's just that they have the US version, the European version, the Japanese version, and so on. A lot of versions, right? So yeah. But anyway, some of them come with trackballs. Like the At Games Legends. If you go on Google, you type in At Games Legends, they'll have, you know, it's like a Pandora's box, and it has a trackball in it for sending speed and for the games that, you know, require trackball. But yeah, it's better with the trackball, way better. You can like easily smooth right through corners and all that, you know, by rolling it. You know, it just go like that. That thing will go pew like that, like really quick. Without missing up. Yeah, it's better with the trackball. Better with the trackball than with the pad and stick. I don't know if you guys were born like in the early 80s and all that, or the 70s like me or whatever. I was born in 75. When we had Atari 2600 when it first came out. Remember the little long joystick with the little orange button? You remember how hard it was playing Centipede with that shit? That thing was difficult. And the Centipede didn't look like the original Centipede, like this one here. It was like a little square box, you know. And the shooting was like a little thin. It was not an arrow like this. It was like a little thin line, little thin square line that you shoot. But instead of a little spaceship or whatever, it was a little white box on Centipede and Atari. That was difficult. Ever since it came out with the trackball, it was like way smoother, everything. And also, and the 3/4 scale that I got, it comes with the trackball, right? And it comes with certain buttons to play certain games besides Centipede and all that require the trackball. Well, if it's stiff, don't spin it. If you end up buying it one day, do not spin it because then you're gonna break it. What you want to do is put a little bit of like, you know how when you used to skateboard, you put WD-40. Don't put WD-40. Put some like, well, maybe you could because it's like on the ball when you tear it apart. The deck, you flip it over, take the 4 screws out or whatever, 5, 6, whatever it has. Oh shit, my name. Hold on. You could it rolls on these little metal things like metal rectangle little balls so the trap ball can move, right? Not high enough, but it's cool. So it rolls like these little metal things and the ball it spins and there's 3 of them. What you could do is get like a little bit like WD-40 or whatever so you could loosen it up so it won't be that stiff and then roll it so it could be smooth all over the ball. And then, or you could use a little bit, tiny bit on call. But careful on spraying that shit on some of the circuits in between. Because then you fuck up the whole game. The whole arcade and you're screwed. You're done. So you gotta be careful with that. But I suggest you put like a little bit of I could play one more game and I'm done for tonight. For this stream. Just put WD-40 on it, on the sides and all that, and just move the ball around like that. Because if it's brand new and you haven't did that, put WD-40, haven't break it apart or nothing, and you spin it, you're gonna end up breaking the trackball. So just put a little WD-40 on it like that, little tiny bit. Careful with the circuits and all that. Don't get all over circuits because then you screw up the whole fucking machine. And then you put it back, cover it up, and then spin it around and then test it. Spin it slowly but surely, and it'll be like all like greasy, and then wipe it and then a little bit or whatever, and then you put the plexiglass over it and put in the 4 screws and put the deck back after you put the deck, whatever. Yeah, it'll work smoothly after that. After that, the game's like all smooth. But in the beginning, when it's brand new, it's all like stiff, and you gotta move it, and you think you're doing good by moving it and moving it like bzzz, like that, And some of them are like smooth. They'll roll for a couple of seconds and they'll stop on its own. But there's some that are defective where the point where you spin it and it'll stop automatically right away. It's because it doesn't have a little bit of oil, so it could be like more smooth. Because in the arcades you got the real sound wah buttons. You got these joysticks where you could do maneuvers for Hadoukens and all that shit. You get these cheap emulations like I did. Like that, because you have that FOMO. I collected a lot of them. They give you cheap buttons made out of acrylic, and they don't give you the actual joysticks, so you could throw Hadoukens and all that. And besides, the company is only made for the specialized and younger consumers, not for us adults that grew up in the 80s and the 90s and the arcades, because they specialize in younger consumers. So they give you anything in that company. But the real arcades, you could do maneuvers and hurricane kicks and dragon punches, Hadoukens and all that shit, right? So, like I said, on the trackball, you might want to put a little bit of grease, but remember to be careful around the circuits because then you fuck up the whole machine, and that's on your own risk. You don't have to do it, but I did it, and it works fine now. All my games smoothly with the trackball and everything. Even you can also go on Amazon. And Amazon, you could they buy a silver, those spinners that you use to play that game. What is it called? Uh, Tempest. You play Tempest, and that little round thing that you spin, for Tempest. Well, they have a silver one in Amazon, and you could like take out that one, unscrew it, and take the little bolts out and detach it. Be careful with detaching, the wires, and then you put in the new one from Amazon or whatever, or you could get it through a certain company with a person that specializes in the old school arcades and all that, and you could get a trackball, you could get a spinner and all that, for a real good price or and stuff, and then you have a custom homemade type spinner, and you wouldn't have to be running around with those fake ass shit that the company gives you. You know, it's fake, but the arcade is nice. It's beautiful. It's in your house. I mean, if you have it like side by side, it looks cool, but then you won't be able to enjoy the nice decal. When people come over, they see that you have an arcade in your home, in your living room, bedroom, whatever you put it at, the kitchen, the bathroom. Imagine the bathroom while you're taking a shower and you're playing. Not just playing, but for real though, you're gonna put them side by side. You're not gonna enjoy the nice decal on the side of the side panels. If you have them separate apart, it looks great. But if you have them side by side in a row against the wall, then you're not gonna enjoy it as much. The only thing you're gonna enjoy is back then, the first generation, they only had wooden marquees. It says Centipede. It said Space Invaders, Dig Dug, Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Super Pac-Man. All wooden. Now they're making them with light boxes, and then they stopped making them light boxes. Now they're making like little, like flimsy, like a floppy type of plastic. And when you put it together, like IKEA furniture, the machines, you slide in like a little plexiglass that goes in front of it, and then the backlight, it'll be bright, and it'll pop right in front of you on the marquee. Some are crisp and some are like washed out. It all depends on which cab you get and what year the generation of that cab. There's first, second, third generation. Now they have fourth, and now the company went downhill. Something happened. I'm not gonna get into it. Something happened, and now they're coming out with other ones that is called Iconic Arcade or something like that. By a cool guy that we all know from a certain community that collects those type of things. And so now he's making Double Dragon. He's making the Alpha series for Street Fighter with the Alpha 2 side panels with Akuma looking down at Ryu, and Ryu's looking up like all angry and shit. The side panel for the Street Fighter Alpha. You're gonna have Street Fighter Alpha 1, Street Fighter Alpha 2. You're gonna have Street Fighter 3 on there. You're gonna have that the other Alpha 1, 2, and 3. Alpha 3. And then you're gonna also have another Street Fighter game. I think it's Street Fighter 3 on there. Oh, you're gonna have Third Strike on there too. Third Strike is badass. Third Strike, they have it on Fightcade, and I'll play Third Strike one of these days on another stream. But yeah, just see it for tonight, guys, because I'm done, and I only set up the broadcast, through 2 hours and stuff like that. I'm done for tonight, but tomorrow I'll be playing. You'll see my thumbnail. I'll be playing a new game, like I said I would just the other day after I played yesterday some Ghostbusters. That thing was badass. I like Ghostbusters. I'm a real big fan. The Frozen Empire. That's what it was called. I was trying to figure out the name yesterday, and I only remember Ghostbusters 1 and 2, and it was the Frozen Empire. It was alright. And then they had the other one. It was part 4 where it was all women. Where Rosie O'Donnell. I don't even know her name. I think it was Rosie O'Donnell. I don't know. But anyways, those were great movies. But 1 and 2 is always the best, my opinion. I could be wrong too, you guys, and you guys saw your first movie, but that Tron movie, that thing is gonna be bad because one guy said the other day, I don't think I watched Tron, and it's all about Daft Punk. Okay, so you grew up in my time. Daft Punk is great. Okay, for industrial, techno, and all that stuff. But now you got 9 Inch Nails up in this bitch. Trent is badass when it comes to industrial because I specialize in industrial when it comes to music, I've been playing industrial all my life. So I specialize in that. I played progressive thrash metal and other shit, other electronic stuff, but industrial, that's my field right there. I specialize in that. Also, if you guys are musicians besides gamers, you could look up not Dark Realm. I go by yeah, yeah, I go by Dark Realm Gaming. I set up my not gaming, but just Dark Realm. I set up my new account on bandmix.com, so you guys can find me there. And I didn't put up my music, but I believe I have my number out there. You guys could give me a call or a holler and be like, hey. No, just playing. But anyways, yeah, leave your info and all that, and I'll give you a buzz or whatever, and then, you guys can hear my shit. I'll send you a little copy of my shit. But I have a video on there on my YouTube. If you guys go through my YouTube, I have a couple of videos on there when I was playing my keyboards and all that. And that's like half of my setup. Those were all synthesizers. Those three little small 25 key synthesizers. Those were my synthesizers. But then I got my motherboards under my bed, and that's like the LE workstation 61 key synthesizer. My X50 Phantom, by Roland, and I got my X50 by Korg, the skinny black one. It's like the LE workstation. And then I got the Norley 2X, which is the one made by Sklavia, and it's all like red, and it's a 45 key synthesizer. So I got the big boys underneath, but all the little synthesizers I have them back here. But anywho, yeah. So I'm on bandmix.com, but back to the gaming. I forgot where I was going. I talked too much. God damn it! See, you guys made me. You got me too happy. Missing to this shit. And you're like, man, I don't even know to smile to Dark Realm or kick a field goal. You heard that? I was doing bubble. No, just kidding. Shut up, Melody. Laughing at me. You too, Karomi, bitch. She's like... But anyways, guys. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll be putting, maybe I might end up getting, what's today? The 9th, right? Today's the last day for that special. I might pick up some G.I. Joe, what's that thing called? The G.I. Joe Wrath of Cobra and all that. Side-scrolling beat 'em up, because I love my beat 'em ups. Or is it maybe some other game? And I already got all the pinball M's like Chucky and all that. I got them all the tables. What I'm gonna get is all the tables for pinball effects. And then maybe sometime down the line before Christmas and the end of the year, I might end up scooping up and stream the VRX, the VRX, the the VR something, the headset for VR. I'm gonna be playing some VR games, and I'm gonna stream them so you guys can see my ugly sands, playing VR and stuff like that. I'll be playing that the Omega, whatever the fuck it's called, and they sell it at Walmart for $500. I don't even know the name of it. It's the VR headset, the Meta 3, that one. I'll be purchasing that. I was gonna buy it last year, but I might end up doing it in the end of the year because I might end up getting a raise, and plus I really want to get what everybody that you guys want to get is the Nintendo Switch 2. I want to get that like everybody else does. So I want to get that going, and hopefully I'll be able to stream that. I'm gonna see how to do it. The OLED I already have, but it's connected to one of the big screens in the arcade. So I don't want to constantly move it around and it ends up breaking. So I'll get the Nintendo Switch 2, and connect it to PC and all that, whatever like that. Then the Nintendo OLED, I'll just have it in the arcade. But anywho, hope you guys had a great stream. Thank you so much for you guys coming on YouTube, barely coming in like that. I'm sorry, but I started at 6:30 and it was a 2-hour stream. But tomorrow I'll be playing the Wrath of Cobra or who knows what. But you'll see the thumbnail. It'll be the new game. So play some beat 'em up. Today I just wanted to chillax and play some Millipede, one of my best vertical 80s shooting game that I like playing. But yeah, I'm gonna get some beat 'em up tomorrow, and hope you guys have a great rest of your night or day, wherever you guys are coming from, and just give me a like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell. Now that I know how to do thumbnails, when I come on live, is not only gonna buzz your pockets or wherever your phone's at, cochinos, you know. Wherever your phone is at, but not only you're gonna get a buzz or ring or whatever, depending on your beeping sound for your notifications, but you'll see the thumbnail and you guys go away from me when I come on or whatever or whatever. But anywho, have a great night, guys. Take care. Stay safe. Thank you for coming on YouTube, Twitch, and on Twitter. Hopefully that shit gets initiated and I'll be able to see your comments finally. And I'll be a happy camper that I can see all 3 platforms from everybody. I'm going to set up emojis for you guys so you guys can be like pretty. I'm old. I'm all fucked up. Anyways, I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Alright? So, peace out.